Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from McGrath Field at the Warren House in Newton, Massachusetts. I'm here to give you live coverage of today's high school freshman boys soccer contest between the hosting Newton North High School Tigers and the visiting Brookline High Warriors. It's always a good one whenever Brookline and Newton North face off. Doesn't matter what sport, doesn't matter what level. It's always going to be a good one. And I think today projects to be just as such. This is the last week of the season here for 2022, and since there's no playoffs for the freshman teams, this will be the season finale for these two squads. And against all odds, we managed to get this game together. Or I should say they. I didn't do anything. But there was a point earlier today where the game was actually canceled, but then it was back on. The weather looked like it was going to be a problem, but at the very least, the precipitation has cleared up after 2 straight days of some pretty bad rain. You know, we're still very overcast, very cloudy here, but nothing really coming out of the sky at the moment, so decent weather. So as always, if you guys end up enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. As I got plenty of Brookline High action on the docket for the rest of this week. And then, of course, playoffs starting next week. So get excited for that and be sure to stay tuned. Subscribing to the channel can help. And if you got anything you'd like to say, I encourage you to say it in the live chat. We've already got a couple of comments in the live chat from Sunny, North winning 3-2 calling it, and from Chubb, let's go Brookline. Comments can be as simple as that. If you notice me flubbing the pronunciation of anyone's name, please correct me. If I don't know someone's name, I do have Brookline's full roster with jersey numbers. I was not able to get a full roster for Newton North. I got a partial roster, but there are going to be some names missing. So if anyone wants to help me fill in the blanks in the live chat, I encourage you to do so. You know, if you just want to say go Brookline, go Newton North, whatever, that's a good use too. Any commentary you have on the goings-on of the game, anything at all, I welcome it. Excuse me. So the two teams coming out here onto the field. We see Newton North here in their signature orange and black colors. We see Brookline in their white jerseys with dark blue jersey numbers huddling up over here on my left. Looks like starting in net for Brookline is going to be Liam Forey. Meanwhile, according to my roster, the netminder for Newton North is going to be George Rumkin. Newton North to get the opening possession. Number 43, Giga Batterdine, getting ready to get us started here. There's the whistle, and here we go. Pass goes back to number 22, Quinn Andrews, sent up the far side, and that's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be Brookline ball. Throw in coming from number 89, James Carr. And it's scrummed for. Looks like Andrews might take it away, but he's getting swarmed. Ball deflects ahead. Still scrumming for it, and it's finally kicked away by number 7, Jonah Lippman. Now sent up the far side to Ryan Goldberg. Now to the middle to Ben Keegan-McGlynn. Now out to Dylan Hatchett. up the field, deflects the wrong way, and it's taken by Andrews. Andrews working up the midfield, sending it down the far side, knocked away by Carr. Goldberg taps it back, tapped back upfield, taken away by Newton North. Andrews got it again, knocked away from him, and it's taken by Zach Lieberman-Wingirter, now stolen away by Newton North. Couple deflections, goes up the near side, and Hatchett kicks it out of bounds. This will be a throw-in for Newton North. Number 17, Sebastian Gopil throws it in. Deflects several which ways, kept in bounds by Hatchett, sent upfield. Gopil kicks it back, and Hatchett deflects it out of bounds once again. Andrews throwing it in now. Off the foot of Lippman. Off the head of Andrews. Deflects down, tapped towards the middle, and booted away by Carr. Blocked by number 10, Peter Rial. Now Gopil kicks it into the air, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lippman. Newton North keeping up the pressure, but not able to push it into any real attacks yet. Cleared out once again by Brookline, kicked back. Back and forth it goes like a pinball, and now taken by number 43, Batterdine. Tries to pass to the near side, and it rolls out of bounds. This will be Brookline ball. Pass was intended for number 34, Rayland Lee. Hatchett throws it in. It's booted away by number 18, David Duarte Barria. Now Andrews with the ball. Pass to the outside to Real. Now that pass broken up by Carr. Now he got a hard trip, no call as Brookline took the ball back, but now it's taken back by Newton North. Walled off by number 73, Robert Marco Neer. Now again, the ball pinballing back and forth. Marco Neer kicks it back to Carr, upfield, deflected out of bounds off the foot of number 37, Malcolm, who I don't have a last name for. Throw in from Carr, off the head. Hunter Robin trying to get position. He's got the ball. Sends it to the middle. It deflects into the air. Deflected away. Recovered by number 13, Koya Nicoli. Passes back to Keegan McGlynn. Back over to Nicoli. Stolen away. Deflects into the air. Sideways bounce, but it is collected by Rumkin. Rumkin punts it. A weird deflection, and Carr manages to get it upfield to Marco Neer. Now over to Keegan McGlynn. Nicoli back to Marco Neer. Upfield it goes. It might be a little too far unless it dies on the grass. Goldberg somehow slides to keep it in. It's deflected out by number 66, who I don't have a name for. Goldberg trying to center it, walled off by Andrews, stolen back by Marco Neer. Taps to the outside to Goldberg, tries to center it. It's deflected out by Newton North. Goldberg deflects it back in, over to Nicoli. Nicoli launches it high in the air, and that's going to go wide and out of bounds. That'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Rumkin lining up for the goal kick, and he just taps it over to his back. Newton North trying to work it upfield. Nice fake, sends it up the middle. Andrews with the ball. Stolen away by Hatchett, kicked into open space where it's kicked away by number 17, Gopil. Gets it upfield. Keegan McGlynn knocks it away, gets it back to Lippman, who sends it upfield. Nicoli had it for a second, taken away by Gopil. Sends it up the line for number 34, Lee. Lee sends it further down. Hatchett takes the ball, sends it upfield to Nicoli. Nicoli launches it across midfield, race to the ball now. Number 66 couldn't quite clear it. Second attempt gets it out of bounds, and this will be a throw-in for Brookline. Number 87, Zach Gibbons, throws it in. Nicoli kicks it towards the middle, deflects the wrong way, sliced into the air. Deflecting several which ways. Goldberg the shot, and that sails high. Rumkin setting up for another goal kick. Sends it out the far side. Goldberg applying some pressure. Managed to kick upfield by Malcolm. Back and forth it goes, taken back by Brookline, past Keegan McGlynn, back to Lippman, who gets around one player applying pressure, gets it up to Mark O'Neill, sends it upfield, that's wide. Malcolm takes it and kicks it out of bounds. Goldberg throws it in, deflects, and that's going to bounce out of bounds. Throw in, goes off ahead, now off the foot of Carr and out of bounds. Malcolm throws it in, deflected down, scrum for the ball. Nicoli kicks it away, taken back by Malcolm. His pass goes right to Nicoli. Nicoli trying to kick it upfield, knocked away by number 42, Milton Orellana. Now again being kicked back for it several ways. Carr has it, tries to pass upfield, walled off. Kicked back upfield. Lippman deflects it into the air. Goes off the head of Lee. Off the head of Batterdine. Now kicked into open space. Lee's going to chase that one down. Working up the near side. He taps it back to Gopill. Trying to send it upfield. Race to the ball. Lee's got there first. Crosser. Forey couldn't chase it down. That one's knocked in. Number 58, Ricky Lee. A slow-rolling crosser that seemed like it was going to be chased down by Forey, but just out of his reach. And Ricky Lee kicks it in off the assist from Rayland Lee. Keegan McGlynn launches it upfield, goes off ahead. Downed by Near. Knocked away. Keegan McGlynn tries to kick it back, but it deflects. And now Batterdine. Stolen away by Nicoli, trying to send a through pass, leading for Gibbons. Race to the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds by Gopill. Gibbons throws it in off the head of Robin. And now booted away. Batterdine had it for a second. No foul call. Yes, foul call. Free kick now coming for the Tigers. Newton North holding a 1-0 lead off the goal from Ricky Lee, assisted by Rayland Lee. Long kick, deflected down by Hatchett. Gibbons taps it over to Robin. Now given back to Gibbons. Gibbons trying to get around his defender, can't do it. He is walled off, but he's still trying to fight for it. Gibbons takes it back. Again, trying to fight through the defender. As Gopill takes it, tries to pass out. Again, forward pressure from Brookline. And now it's kicked out of bounds, and that's going to be a goal kick as they got the favorable deflection. Sub now coming in for Brookline, number 78, David Perez Lawrence, replacing number 85, Zach Lieberman Wingirter. Free kick from number 66, knocked down by Carr. Rolls up to Nicoli, knocked away from him. Taken back by the Tigers. Andrews tries to work it upfield, deflected away by Keegan McGlynn. Now scrum for the ball. Gibbons kicks it back to Nicoli, back to Keegan McGlynn, to the middle to Neer. Neer tries to send it through, knocked away by Orellana. Now a couple of passes, goes back to Hatchett, over to Keegan McGlynn, back to Hatchett. Hatchett lost the ball, taken away by Batterdine. Batterdine trying to work his way upfield, can't get his pass, he's walled off, taken by Keegan McGlynn. Now deflected and stolen away by Duarte Barria. Trying to work it upfield, stolen by Littman. Gets it upfield to Goldberg, who taps it up for Perez Lawrence. Back to Goldberg down the far side. Goldberg tries to send it through, walled off, but it deflects to Nicoli, slices off his foot. Keegan McGlynn launches a kick. It's booted away by 66. And now cleared out by Malcolm. Scrum for the ball. Batterdine gets a pass to Raylan Lee. Knocked away by Hatchett. Hatchett bringing it across midfield, sends a long kick up to Robin. Robin couldn't stay with it, but he draws the foul. Big chance for Brookline with a free kick coming pretty close to the net. Looks like they're going to have Ryan Goldberg take this kick. There's the kick, and it's saved by Rumkin. Good tracking and good hands from George Rumkin. There were a bunch of players in front of his face. He could have easily lost that one, but he tracked it well to make a clutch save there and preserve Newton North's lead. Robert Marco Neer with the ball. Passes it up to Keegan McGlynn, tapped over for Nicoli. Nicoli tries to send it upfield. It deflects away. Stolen by the Tigers and deflects out of bounds. Subs coming in for Newton North. Number 31, Tomar Prus, and number 57, Jojo. Throw in from Gopil. Booted by Hatchett. This one's sailing along, and Rumkin takes it off the high bounce. Rumkin punts this one off ahead. Newton North trying to take control of the ball. Now it's booted upfield, downed by Littman. But then Ricky Lee kicks it back upfield. Littman clears it once again. And it's booted back by Gopil. Hatchett kicks it back. Nicoli controlling it. Kicks it down the far, near side, and that's going to go out of bounds. Throw in. Deflects several ways, and now Raylan Lee kicks it upfield. Littman going to get there first. Pass it up to Neer. Pass is wide, taken back by Raylan Lee. Loses his footing, can't stay with it. Keegan McGlynn takes it, kicks it upfield. Gopil knocks it back to Ricky Lee. Pass to the outside. It's taken by Real. Kicked upfield, taken back by Littman. Sent up to Goldberg. Goldberg sending a leading kick. Race to the ball. Perez Lawrence going to get there first. Perez Lawrence ran out of room. And it's deflected out, last touched by Perez Lawrence. And now another sub for Brookline, number 9, Mason Stern, replacing number 73, Marco Neer. Goal kick, downed by Stern. Handball called on Stern. Duarte Barea kicks it upfield off the head of Carr. Now off the head of Real, now kicked away by Stern. Duarte Barea kicks it back upfield, downed by Preuss, sent towards the middle, taken away by Nicoli. Kicked upfield, 66, boots it back. It's a race for the ball now. Batterdine and Hatchett battling for it, and Hatchett knocks it out of bounds. Hatchett throws it in, deflects off Gopil and out of bounds. Throw in, deflects, Keegan McGlynn kicks it upfield, Real kicks it back, deflects, taken by Stern. Stern sends it upfield, walled off by Orellana, sent up to Preuss. Preuss trying to lead for Batterdine, offsides called. Free kick to be taken by Lippman. Lippman boots it across midfield. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Knocked out of bounds, Brookline ball. We got subs coming in on both sides. For Brookline, number 8, Aiden Vandor, and number 86, Finbar Bruin check into the game. For Newton North, number 26. Throw in. Knocked away by the Tigers. Controlled by Batterdine. Sends a pass for 26. His kick knocked away by Hatchett. Hatchett trying to send it upfield. Walled off by 66. Couple of passes. It's sent across midfield, and Keegan McGlynn chases it down and knocks it out of bounds. Gopil throws it in. Nicoli steals it away, gets to Keegan McGlynn. His kick knocked away by Duarte Barea. Now booted upfield, race to the ball. Gets there, it's Carr. Boots it in the air, off the head of Gopil. Now booted away by Hatchett. Duarte Barea sends a pass to Real, now to Ricky Lee, and now offsides on Preuss. Now Lippman deflects upfield. Perez Lawrence manages to send it ahead. Race to the ball is won by Gopil and sent out of bounds. Throw in from Vandor. Booted away. And that's going to bounce out of bounds. Another sub coming in for Brookline, number 5, Zubin Kahosi, replacing number 13, Koya Nicoli. Hatchet throws it in, and it's knocked out of bounds by 66. Vandor throws it in again, bouncing along. Chance for Stern. Stern corrals it, walled off, deflecting several which ways inside the box, and finally it just rolls out of bounds, and that'll be another goal kick for Newton North. .66 with the goal kick. Ricky Lee sends it to the far side. Pruce had it for a second but lost it out of bounds. This will be Brookline ball. Carr throws it into Goldberg, but didn't bring it all the way back over his head. That's a throw-in violation. Throw in, and we've got a foul call against Brookline. Free kick. Goes all the way to the box where it's scooped up by Forey. Forey punts it. Knocked down by Real. Taken out by Kahosi. Passed for Stern. Sent back to Carr. Up the far side. Walled off. Deflects. Kahosi tries to send it ahead, but it's taken by Duarte Barea. Duarte Barea sends it upfield. Deflected by Littman. Ricky Lee deflects it into the air. A whiff on the high bounce, and scrumming for the ball. Littman comes out with it. And it's deflected out of bounds, last touched by Littman. Subs coming in for both sides. Number 22, Joseph Park, checking in for Brookline, replacing James Carr. And for Newton North, numbers 35 and 50. Throw in goes to Ricky Lee, downed by Duarte Barea. Fights through a couple defenders, gets around another. Lee takes it, tries to pass to the outside, walled off by Park. Deflects up to Goldberg. Goldberg sends it back to Littman, who sends it over to Park. Sends it through to Goldberg. Goldberg launches it across midfield, gets past the defenders, and it's knocked out of bounds by 50. Finbar Bruin was in pursuit there. Throw in from Vandor. Deflects. Scrum for the ball. Now a kick to the middle. Tapped back by Perez Lawrence. Stolen by Ricky Lee. Now stolen back by Kahosi. Deflects into the air. Goes off the head of Goldberg. Heads it. Deflects several which ways. Goldberg tries a crosser. Rolls away from the keeper, but nobody was there. And now 50 desperately gets it out of bounds on the near side. Rumpkin almost had the same disaster that Forey had on Newton North's goal, as that one just rolled away from him, but Brookline thought he was going to get it for sure, and so nobody crashed the net. Now Nicoli checking in for Kahosi, who's coming off looking a little hobbled. Hopefully he is okay. Throw in from Vandor. Off ahead, and then booted out of bounds again by the Tigers. Throw in again. Off ahead. Booted in the air by Stern, and that is going to sail past the back line, and that'll be a goal kick. We We got a sub checking in. Rayland Lee returns to the field, replacing Giga Batterdine. Goal kick, downed by Stern. Stern fakes the pass and dribbles. Now sends a pass to Nicoli, who taps it along. Booted away by Duarte Barea. Proust trying to work it upfield. He's walled off by Park. He keeps it in bounds, and it's kicked upfield where it's deflected by Stern and deflected by Park. Bouncing, and it's out of bounds. Throw in. Goldberg boots it out of bounds. Subs checking in for Newton North, numbers 59 and 11. As they replace number 26 and number 31, Tomar Proust. Throw in, deflects off Park, and Keegan McGlynn kicks it upfield. Perez Lawrence tried to head it along, but nobody was there, so it just goes out of bounds. Throw in. Whiffs on the kick, and it's booted out of bounds by Stern. And we've got an injured Brookline player down on the far side. Appears to be number 78, David Perez Lawrence. He's jogging off on his own power, which is a good sign, as number 85, Zach Lieberman Wingirder, comes in to replace him, while for Brookline, number 73, Marco Neer, replaces Mason Stern. So a penalty was called against Newton North. This will be a free kick from Goldberg. Booted away by Duarte Barea, off the head of Rayland Lee. Littman slices it into the air. Deflected down, and Neer has it for a second. Lee trying to take it away. Lee manages to get a pass back to Real. Now up to Duarte Barea. Now a long leading kick. Race to the ball. Hatchett manages to wall it off and boot it out of bounds. We got a sub checking in. Number 22, Quinn Andrews, returns to the field, replacing number 66. Throw-in is deflected. And now Nicoli takes hold of it. Tries to send it upfield, but nobody there, and Andrews boots it out of bounds. Throw in from Park, off the head of Nicoli. That one deflects out of bounds. Brookline ball. Throw in. Bruin trying to chase it down, but it's booted away by Real. Still Brookline ball, now deep in the Newton North end. Goldberg throws it in. Bounces. Deflects. Booted out there. Vandor deflects it over to Keegan McGlynn, who gets it over to Nicoli, who launches a shot, and that one's going to sail wide. We got a sub coming in for Newton North. Number 60 comes in, replacing number 57, JoJo. Well, I just realized I was misidentifying for a long stretch there. Mixed up 57 and 58. My apologies. Goal kick from Orellana. Deflects. Vandor kicks it. Walled off. Vandor trying to take it back. Battling number 60. 60 gets it upfield. Hatchett boots it back. Off Duarte Barea. 60 had it for a second. Marco Neer kicks it, deflected by 60. Andrews sends it across midfield. Park takes it and sends a long kick. And sliding in, deflecting it. Goldberg with the shot! Off the post! And it's booted away by Newton North. That's going to be a corner kick for Brookline after they got so tantalizingly close to the equalizer. Ryan Goldberg's shot set up by some great hustle from Zach Lieberman Wingirder. But now Brookline going to set up with the first corner kick of the day. Goldberg lining up at the corner. I know it's a bit hard to see. There's the signal. The kick. Off ahead, but deflects the wrong way and out of bounds. Orellana setting up to take the goal kick. Sends it up the far side. Gets it up to 59, who gets it to 60. Cut off by Neer and knocked away by Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn dribbling, now sends a kick up the near side, deflected into the air. Vandor gets a boot on it. Deflects off ahead, and hard collision, and that's going to be a foul call on Andrews. Free kick coming up for Brookline. And it'll be Goldberg taking this one. There's the kick. Saved by Rumpkin. Rumpkin boots it up the far side, deflects off Park. 60 corrals it, kicks it off the head of Park. Neer knocks it down, but it's taken by 60. 60 sends a long leading kick down the far side. Littman walls it off and gets. And we got subs coming in for Newton North. Number 58, Ricky Lee, returns to the field. And number 44 checks in. They replace number 34, Rayland Lee. And number 59. Throw in. Off the head of Hatchett. Corralled by Andrews. Kicked up field. And it's going to be scooped up by Forey. Wi-Fi appears to be getting a little shaky on me. I'm going to try and keep an eye on that. In the meantime, deflecting back and forth. Seems like the Wi-Fi has settled itself already. That's good. Goldberg, pass to the middle. Too far. Taken away by Duarte Barea. Kicks it upfield. Hatchett boots it across midfield. Walled off and out of bounds. Throw in from 50. Deflects down. And that is going to be the whistle for halftime. The score at half. The Newton North High Tigers 1. The Brookline Warriors 0. The lone score coming from Newton North's number 58, Ricky Lee, assisted by number 34, Rayland Lee. So now at this halftime intermission, I'd like to take a moment for a local charity spotlight. I'd like to tell you about the Brookline Food Pantry. The Brookline Food Pantry provides groceries to Brookline residents in need of food assistance. The pantry saw a huge increase in demand for food assistance at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, and that number has remained steadily high ever since. The food pantry has been serving an average of 650 households each week, more than 4 times the rate of families served pre-COVID. The Brookline Food Pantry is fighting the good fight against hunger in our community, and they are always looking for more people willing to lend a hand, whether through monetary donations, direct food donations, or volunteers in the pantry. Food donations can be made at United Parish Church at 210 Harvard Street in Brookline on Wednesdays and Fridays from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Monetary donations can be made online at the food pantry's website, brooklinefoodpantry.org. You can go online to that same website or call 617-800-5339 for more information about how you can volunteer with the pantry and help feed your community. Once again, that's brooklinefoodpantry.org or call 617-800-5339. And as always, you can find all the information about our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry, down in the description section of the video. But now we are at half. Newton North 1, Brookline 0. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live at McGrath Field in Newton, Massachusetts. I'm going to go off the mic for a bit, but I'll be back for the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello again, everybody. Back on the mic, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, here to bring you the second half of today's high school freshman boys soccer contest. Between Brookline and Newton North. The home team, Newton North Tigers, holding a 1-0 lead as we head into this second half. Goal coming from Ricky Lee, assisted by Rayland Lee. We've had a number of close calls for the Brookline offense, almost getting that equalizer, including one shot that went off the post. So you know they're going to be trying to keep up that pressure. And so here we come. Same netminders for both teams. Liam Forey manning the spot between the pipes for the Warriors, and George Rumkin coming off a pretty good first half where he made a number of nice saves. He returns to the net for the Tigers. Brookline to get the opening possession. Mark O'Neill taps it back to Ben Keegan-McGlynn, and here we go. Kicked up field, walled off, and booted away by Malcolm. Deflects several different ways, booted into the air, I believe, by Real. Off the head of Ricky Lee. Deflects a couple ways. Keegan-McGlynn takes it, passes to the outside. Faked by Ryan Goldberg, but then Mark O'Neill couldn't get there before Sebastian Gopil. And Gopil gets the favorable deflection. It'll be Newton North ball. Gopil throws it in. Hit up by Dylan Hatchett. Scrum for the ball, and that's going to be a foul against Newton North. Looks like number 7, Jonah Lippman, gonna take the free kick for Brookline. Littman's kick deflects off a head, deflects off another head. Ryan Goldberg keeps it in, centering crosser, and it's taken by Rumkin. Just a bit too much of an inside angle off of Goldberg's kick there. A little too close to the net, actually. So this one is punted by Rumkin, taken by Littman. Littman up to Koya Nicoli. Nicoli launches a long kick, and that's going to bounce wide. And that'll be a goal kick for the Tigers. Number 66 lining up for the goal kick for Newton North. Sails along. Littman tried to down it, but it's taken by Giga Batterdine. Pass for Quinn Andrews. Now sent along for David Duarte Barea. Kicked up field too far, and it's scooped up by Forey. Forey punts it. Off the head of Rayland Lee. Lee boots it upfield and out of bounds. Oh, no, it was inbounds. Hatchett just boots it upfield. Scrum for the ball, and it's won by Newton North. Duarte Barea kicks it up to Andrews, who sends it upfield. Hatchett slices it, and it goes out of bounds. Throw in. Off ahead. Keegan-McGlynn kicks it upfield. And it rolls over to Forey. Upfield it goes, deflects off Malcolm and off Ricky Lee and out of bounds. Throw in from James Carr, booted up by Nicoli. Headed upfield, and a foul call as we had a head-to-head collision there. This will be a free kick for Brookline. Littman once again setting up to kick this one. Here's the kick. Headed out by the Tigers. Collected by Andrews. And Andrews is going to boot that one out of bounds. Carr threw it in. Scrum for the ball, controlled by David Perez-Lawrence. Taps it over for Zach Gibbons. Tries send in the crosser. Deflects several which ways. Duarte Barea kicks it out, but it deflects over to Nicoli. Andrews disrupts it there. It deflects into open space, taken back by Nicoli. Passed back for Ben Keegan-McGlynn, who manages to get it back to Hatchett. Hatchett boots it up in the air off the head of Hunter Robin. Gibbons had it for a second, but it's knocked away by Ricky Lee. Littman knocks it, and that's a handball against Batterdine. Almost a golden chance for Batterdine to take off on that one, but it bounces off his hand. And that's going to be a free kick for Brookline. He kicks it up to Keegan-McGlynn, who manages to fight around Andrews. Andrews keeping up the pursuit, though. So he passes it to the near side to Carr. Carr sends it up the line for Gibbons, knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be Newton North ball. Defensive pressure from Malcolm. Throw in, deflects high in the air. Littman walls it off. Deflected, taken by Keegan-McGlynn, sent back to Carr. Booted upfield, off of Perez-Lawrence. Nicoli takes it, kicks it. Walled off by Gopil. Controlled again by Nicoli. Nicoli can't fight through Duarte Barea. Keegan-McGlynn recovers, passes it for Neer. Neer trying to send it up the far side for Goldberg, and that's going to force a corner. Good speed from Ryan Goldberg off the leading pass from Marco Neer. Good defense by Gopil just to prevent any potential crosser there, but it does force the corner kick. Goldberg signals, corner kick, and that's just going to hit the side of the net, and that'll be a goal kick. Excuse me. .66 boots this one right to Nicoli. Nicoli tries to pass, walled off by Peter Real. Real tries to get it away, and it's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be Brookline ball. Throw in by Hatchett off the head of Real. And Hatchett whiffs on the kick there. It deflects into open space. Andrews gets there first. Boots it upfield. It's a race to the ball now. And Carr just has to force it out of bounds. Forey was even charging out of the net as Ricky Lee was applying the pressure there. Throw in. Deflects out of bounds once again. It's going to stay with Newton North. Throw in. Nicoli had it for a second but slipped and fell. Now taken out of the scrum by Andrews, knocked away by Gibbons. Now kicked upfield by Brookline. Real takes it. Passes. Now a scrum for the ball. Marco Neer tries to clear it. Another scrum, and now Hatchett clears it. Andrews had it for a second. Now it's taken away by Hunter Robin. Gets the pass over to Gibbons. Gibbons trying to send it upfield. Nobody there, and it's booted away by 66. Off the head of Batterdine. Off the head of Gibbons. Hard collision with Andrews, and that's going to be another foul call against Newton North. Littman takes the free kick, sends a pass up to Carr. Carr sends it further upfield, but it's booted in the air by Duarte Barea. High bounce. And Lee gets a foot on it, gets it over to Raylan Lee. Keegan McGlynn tries to clear, but it deflects, so Neer sends it upfield. Real sends it back. Neer takes it again, tries to send it upfield, deflected. And Raylan Lee had it for a sec, but lost it out of bounds. Substitution coming in for Brookline, number 86, Finbar Bruin, replacing number 90, Hunter Robin. Throw in. That's going to deflect out of bounds off of Goldberg's shoulder, and that's going to be Newton North ball. Throw in. Walled off by Neer. Neer kicks it upfield. Bruin deflects it along. And it's booted away by Milton Orellana. This will be a throw-in from Gibbons. Bruin controls it, tries to spin, tries to move it along. Malcolm walls him off. Gets it out to Duarte Barea. Long kick is going to go to Hatchett. Hatchett launches a long kick, walled off by Orellana. Andrews has it now, passes back to Duarte Barea. Kick goes off the official, and the official whistles the play dead as it bounced off him. That almost gifted an opportunity to Finbar Bruin. Looks like his shot went wide anyhow, but boy, you don't see something like that too often. You know, it is a credit to the officials that are in the field in these kinds of sports that we don't see happenings like that more often. Throw in for Brookline, deflected down, passed up to Andrews. Andrews sends it through the middle, and it deflects off the ref again. Right after I said it rarely happens, it happens again. One of those kind of days. You could even see the ref kind of hanging his head like, oh man, come on. So another drop ball. Newton North kicks it up. Taken by Littman. Manages to get it up to Nicoli. Nicoli walled off. Can't fight his way through, but draws a foul as he gets tripped up by Duarte Barea. Free kick for Brookline. Littman the kick. Bouncing along. Chance! Shot! That's in! Marco Neer with the equalizer, assisted by Jonah Littman. That long free kick just sailed and kept sailing. And then good efforts by number 73, Robert Marco Neer, to score the equalizer. All tied at 1 apiece. Brookline moving the ball upfield. Nicoli sending it down the far side. Goldberg trying to race after it. Gopil gets there first and boots it out of bounds. Throw in from Goldberg. Bouncing along, walled off by Orellana, kicked, and it's taken by Goldberg. Goldberg Whiffs on that crosser, now sends it through, walled off by Duarte Barea and cleared out by Real. Gets it up to Batterdine. Batterdine still dribbling with it. Lost control, and it's taken away by Gibbons. Gibbons pushes it up to Perez Lawrence and draws a foul. So a free kick, fairly close. We've seen a free kick work out for Brookline very recently. And it is Littman taking the free kick once again. Got an assist on the equalizer with his last free kick. Now he's taking one in pretty close range. The kick is deflected out. Batterdine with a pass over to Ricky Lee, booted away by Carr. Off the head of 66. High bounce. Perez Lawrence gets a pass to Nicoli. Nicoli dribbling around, somehow fakes out a couple defenders, ends in a shot, and it's taken by Rumkin. Some fancy footwork by Nicoli, but couldn't get the power he wanted on that shot. Rumkin punts it, downed by Keegan McGlynn, booted away by Duarte Barea, booted back by Hatchett, off the head of Bruin, downed by 66 and booted in the air, off the head of Carr. Nicoli, touch pass along, deflects into open space down the near side. Gibbons chasing after it, can't get there in time. That'll be a goal kick. Number 66, the kick deflected down by Nicoli, but then booted upfield by Duarte Barea. And that's going to roll out of bounds. That'll be Brookline ball. We got a sub coming in now for Brookline, number 76, Harrison Flint, seeing the field for the first time, replacing Finbar Bruin. Throw in. Deflected into the air, off the head of Andrews. Booted away by Littman. Upfield. 66 tried to clear. And then Oriana gets it up to Duarte Barea. Scrum for the ball. Nicoli comes out with it, but a foul called on Gibbons. Duarte Barea with the free kick. Near deflects it to Nicoli. Nicoli stays with it. Nicoli sends a long pass up, walled off by Malcolm, and that's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in from Carr, gets to Nicoli. Nicoli tries to kick, walled off by Real. Nicoli recovers, pass back to Keegan McGlynn, pass to the outside to Near. Near is walled off by Rayland Lee and gets the favorable deflection. It'll be Newton North ball. Couple subs checking in for Newton North, numbers 40 and 50. They will replace number 43, Giga Batterdine, and number 17, Sebastian Gopil. Also number 47 checking in, replacing number 58, Ricky Lee. Throw in by Newton North. Near kicks it upfield, and it's taken back by Real. Kicked upfield. Carr whiffs on that one, but Gibbons going to chase it down. Sent upfield, booted back by Malcolm. Bouncing along, Littman gets there first, sends it to the far side, and not rolling out of bounds as Hatchett boots it upfield. Flint takes it and manages to kick it up to Nicoli. Nicoli tries a touch pass, not far enough. 66 boots it away. 40 heads it along to Andrews. Littman had it for a second. Now cleared out by Hatchett. Nicoli tried to pass it along. Didn't have enough on it. Real takes it. Now booted away. Deflects out of bounds off Keegan McGlynn. And it looks like Newton North has to go under a car to get this one as it rolled into the parking lot. Andrews now throws it in. Deflects over to Keegan McGlynn. Sent upfield and out of bounds. Subs coming in on both sides now. Number 35 checking in for Newton North, replacing number 37 Malcolm. And number 9 Mason Stern returns to the field for Brookline, replacing number 13 Koya Nicoli. Throw in. And that deflects the wrong way off Newton North, out of bounds. Quick throw in from Brookline. Deflects off Flint and out of bounds, and it's taken right back by the Tigers. Throw in booted by Hatchett. Recovered by Neer. Foul is called against Newton North. That'll be a free kick for Brookline around midfield. Littman sent to take this one again, and he just does a quick short pass, missed by Keegan McGlynn, missed by Gibbons, and kicked but deflects the wrong way. 35 trying to clear it. Walled off by Keegan McGlynn, pass to Stern. Stern looking for an opening, gets a pass away into open space. Flint chases it down. Flint trying to dribble away from pressure, gets a pass away, gets it to Stern. Stern lost his footing, somehow gets it away to Keegan McGlynn. But there's a call, I think a handball against Stern. Duarte Barea kicks it, walled off by Stern. Back to Duarte Barea. This time boots it across midfield. Long leading kick. Race to the ball. No foul call, and it doesn't even go out of bounds. Hatchett boots it across midfield, and that's out of bounds. That was a race to the ball between Hatchett and Andrews, as we've now got a sub coming in for Newton North, number 4. Excuse me, number 4 replacing number 34, Rayland Lee. Throw in. Scrum for the ball. Near. Pass to Stern. Now booted away. And it's knocked away by Carr. That's going to roll out of bounds. Throw in. Deflects. Gibbons sends it out of bounds. 35 throws it in. Deflects. Into open space it goes. Goldberg corrals it. Sends it across the field. Deflects to Andrews. Andrews tries to send a pass to the outside, but it's taken by Flint. Flint sends it upfield, walled off by Andrews. Andrews lost the ball, taken away by Flint. Flint's kick deflects. Now Hatchett sends it upfield. Kept inbounds somehow by Brookline, but now it deflects in open space where it's taken by Newton North. That kick is deflected. Tapped up for Flint. Flint couldn't get his foot on that one right, but he does manage to send it back. Now booted away by Stern. Real walls that off and kicks it up to Duarte Barea. He sends it upfield, booted away by Carr, booted back by the Tigers. And that's going to bounce out of bounds. Subs coming in for Brookline, seeing the field for the first time. Number 21, Theo Nisler. He replaces Harrison Flint. Carr throws it in to Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn sends a leading kick. Race to the ball is going to be won by Real. Clearing kick is kept in bounds by Goldberg. Goldberg centering pass to Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn still dribbling with it. Sends a pass up the far side. Too much juice on that one, out of bounds. That's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers. Rumpkin gives it to Real to do the goal kick. Real boots it. Deflected in the air by Carr. Off the head of Gibbons. Kept in bounds. Goldberg tried to move it along, couldn't do it. Pass to the middle, broken up. Scrum for the ball. Taken by the Tigers, kicked upfield. Carr kicks it back. Stern. Pass to Keegan McGlynn. Pass back to Hatchett. Hatchett boots it high in the air towards the box. Bouncing high and taken out of the air by Rumpkin. Rumpkin with the punt. Cross midfield. Oh, a bit of miscommunication between the Brookline backs, but Carr does manage to get it up to Stern. Over to Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn fights through a defender and gets it to Perez Lawrence, who tried a fancy pass there, but off the mark. Newton North takes it back, gets it to 47. 47 manages to get it back to Duarte Barea. He kicks it upfield. It's booted back by Littman. Perez Lawrence tried to fight through, but it's walled off. Goes back to Stern. Stern sends it into the box. And that's going to roll too far, and that'll be a goal kick. A flurry of subs now coming in for Newton North, re-entering the game. Number 57, Jojo. Number 34, Rayland Lee. Number 22, Quinn Andrews. And number 43, Giga Batterdine. Goal kick. Oriana sends it over to Real, sent upfield. Near sends it over to Stern. Stern keeps with it, passes back to Keegan McGlynn, who lifts it down the far side. Boxed out, and that's going to be out of bounds. Newton North ball. Throw in is chased down by Keegan McGlynn. Passed to Littman. Littman sends it up to Near. Near pass cut off by Andrews, gets up to Batterdine. Batterdine sends a pass up the far side. Another pass walled by Hatchett, but Lee staying with it. And now a trip up, and that's going to be a foul call against Brookline. And that's going to be a yellow card against Dylan Hatchett. Or is it? Because Hatchett's staying in. Maybe just a warning? I don't know. Free kick and a big chance for the Tigers to try and take back the lead. Kick sails in, caught by Forey. Forey punts it. Deflects off Duarte Barea. And that's just going to roll out of bounds. Substitution coming in now for Brookline. For the first time, we see number 79, Christoph Huang. He replaces number 87, Zach Gibbons. Near passes it to the middle to Stern. That kick deflects away. Chased down by Carr. Carr kicks it up to Goldberg, who taps it over for Stern, who boots it across midfield. And that is kept in bounds by Perez Lawrence. Now a centering pass to Goldberg. Goldberg slipped and fell. Taken away by Real. Kicked upfield, deflects, and taken by Andrews. Still scrumming for it. And finally, that ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Newton North ball. Throw in, off the head of Hatchet, off another head, sent up the far side, out of bounds, Newton North ball again. Another throw in, downed, kicked along. Duarte Barea kicks it into open space, taken by Huang. Now Duarte Barea kicks it again, gets it to Batterdine. Batterdine gets it upfield, deflects the wrong way off of JoJo. And this deflects out of bounds. It's going to be Newton North ball again. Throw in. Deflects. Weird deflection in the box there, and then booted out of bounds by Hatchet. Forey was looking to grab that one off the bounce, and he just missed it. Almost disastrous for Brookline. Throw in. Bouncing along, headed up by Keegan McGlynn. Booted upfield by Huang. Walled off by Oriana, who kicks it back. Lippman now boots it high in the air across midfield. Deflects off Real. Deflects off Marco Neer, and that is going to bounce out of bounds. Newton North ball once again. Throw in. Off the head of Hatchet, off the foot of Keegan McGlynn. And now taken by Nisler. Pass back, pass over. Sent further upfield. Passed back to Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn looking around. Pass across to Lippman, who sends it across midfield to Perez Lawrence. His kick is walled off and sent back to the Brookline end. Now booted back by Hatchet. Duarte Barea boots it back the other way. Race to the ball now. Lippman gets there first and cannot keep it in bounds. Another throw in for Newton North. Stolen back by Hatchet, sent up the line. Finds a target, that's Nisler, sent across to Huang. Huang sends it across midfield, booted in the air. Now Duarte Barea kicks it up. Lippman takes it. And now Real boots it. And that's going to be scooped up by Forey. Forey punts it. Duarte Barea deflects it down. Stern had it for a second. Taken away, and Duarte Barea takes it. Pass up to JoJo. Back to Duarte Barea. Walled off by Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn now takes it. Long kick up again, walled off by Real. Again kicked back. Deflecting several ways. Now sent up the far side. Out of bounds again, Newton North ball. Subs now coming in for both teams. Number 11 checks in for Newton North, replacing David Duarte Barea. And for Brookline, number 13, Koya Nicoli returns to the floor, replacing Mason Stern. Returns to the floor, talking like this is basketball. Returns to the field, pardon me there. Throw in. Lippman kicks it to the far side, kept in bounds. Scrum for the ball. Nicoli now boots it upfield. Finds Nisler. Nisler kicks it to the middle. And Huang swoops in and takes it. Taps it to the outside for Nicoli. Nicoli sends it up to Goldberg. And now kicked out of bounds by number 11. Now more subs checking in for Brookline. Number 90, Hunter Robin comes in, replacing David Perez Lawrence. And then for Newton North, they had a sub coming in as well. I believe it was Sebastian Gopil. Kicked upfield by Huang. Real boots it out. Over Batterdine. It's taken by Carr. Passed over to Huang. To the middle to Keegan McGlynn. Keegan McGlynn's pass cut off. And now taken by Andrews. Kicked upfield. Booted back by Lippman. Taken by Keegan McGlynn. Sent upfield. Deflects. Booted away by Duarte Barea. Or no, not Duarte Barea. Excuse me. Now pass to Near. Pass back to Keegan McGlynn. Up, misses Robin, and booted away. Deflects off Keegan McGlynn. And off of Carr. Now Littman. Boots it upfield. Headed down. Scrum for the ball. Finally booted away. Now Carr sends it back. Huang controls it. Taken by JoJo. Pass to the outside, too far out of bounds. This will be Brookline ball. Checking back into the game for Newton North, number 58, Ricky Lee, replacing number 57, JoJo. Nicoli's pass deflected by Lee. Now booted upfield. Hatchet. Corrals it. Kicks it up to Nicoli. Pass over to Keegan McGlynn, sent upfield. This is controlled by Robin. Robin centering crosser, and it's taken off the bounce by Rumkin. Goldberg was crashing the net there, but that kick just a little too close to the goal. Long punt downed by Keegan McGlynn. Deflects several different ways. Nicoli takes it. Nicoli, long kick, and that's going to bounce once again into the arms of Rumkin. And that's the end of the ball game. The final score here at McGrath Field at the Warren House in Newton, Massachusetts. The Brookline High Warriors won. The Newton North High Tigers won. Hard-fought, close contest between two local rivals that you can always count on for a good game. And it ultimately ends in a tie. Newton North got on the board first with a goal in the first half by Ricky Lee, assisted by Rayland Lee. And then in the second half, Brookline scored the equalizer. That goal scored by Marco Neer, assisted by Jonah Littman. So as the players shake hands and put a bow on this freshman boys soccer season of 2022, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Remember, if you enjoyed this live stream, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. I'll be covering varsity girls soccer tomorrow. It's again going to be Brookline against Newton North, as Brookline girls soccer will be celebrating its senior day game. Be sure to stay tuned for that. Subscribing to the channel can help. And then I'll have more Brookline Newton North action on Saturday, as the varsity boys will face off on Saturday morning. So be sure to stay tuned for those. Subscribe to the channel can help. Thank you all so much for participating in the live chat. Thank you for all your kind supportive words. If you have anything you'd like to say but the stream is over, you can say it in the comment section down below. You can also go down below to the description section to find all the information you need about our local charity spotlight, the Brookline Food Pantry. Find out how you can help feed your community. And if you check out the bottom right corner of your screen, you can see the URL to my personal website, jessesports.com. You can find out more about me, the freelance sportscasting services that I provide, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or player. Below that, my email address, jgms88@gmail.com. You can just contact me directly with any questions or requests you might have. And below that, the URL to my Instagram account, instagram.com/jgms88. Follow me on Instagram, where you can see highlights from previous live streams, including this one. But that is going to do it from McGrath Field at the Warren House in Newton, Massachusetts. Your final score, Brookline 1, Newton North 1. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a good night.